Hi everybody, it's presently August 3rd at 3 a.m. in the morning, Wednesday, August 3rd. This is just an update for the week of August 1st to August 5th, 2011. Uh, this is a one-year chart, daily chart of the S&P 500. It shows where I expect the maybe not the permanent bottom, but the temporary bottom to be, and why. It's been mentioned in the past, but I just want to make it clear. Uh, you can trace this back, and it's a solid level for years in the past. The 1225 level. Uh, Here, it held. Some will say, well, it held the 200. No, it wasn't testing the 200 at this point. It was this trend line. Here, it tested the 200, which was also, you could call it a double bottom. Um, yeah, it's basically given back right here, right now, the entire year's profit. We closed 2010 at the 1255 level, 1254. I think it was 1253 and change, but yeah, anyway, we just gave it all back in the last 8, 9, 10 days, something like that, 2 weeks, week and a half. Um, it's a bearish chart. I've seen worse. If you haven't traded for that many years, this I hear a lot of people, their doom and gloom stuff is starting to come back again. It's everybody gauges this as the markets as I don't know how well they're supposed to feel. I guess it seems to be a direct relation on things like that. Anyways, this is nothing. If we get below this and volume starts to pick up back here, look at the volume here. These were good days. These were on a strong uptrend started. We haven't. This is high volume. It's the top. Well, I'm going to say, just eyeballing it, the top 20 volume days of the year so far. But it's nothing like this one. If we get back below 1225, we're going to see weeks of this. And basically, if this doesn't hold, well, you haven't seen anything yet. There's other things too to be looking for. Before I get ahead here, I had a question. Somebody sent me a question. What it is, basically, I don't watch the news. I do my best not to. At times it's impossible, but I try not to. So the question was, if I don't watch the news, what indicators? Not so much indicators, but what do I actually listen to? And it's simple: ratings and earnings. Obviously, if the companies are doing earnings, things are good. If they're improving, things are good. More important, like Apple, Google, etc., etc. I don't trade stocks, but I do watch them. Coincidentally, a lot of them have broken support. It's hard to find good ones to go long, for a reason to go long. His support has been broken on, I'm going to say, 70 to 80% of all stocks right now. Um, More importantly is, well, Standard and Poor's, their ratings, the Moody's ratings. Uh, Moody's actually, what was it, 1:45, I think, approximately an hour and 15 minutes ago, they maintained, they released that they maintained uh, uh, the AAA rating, which is good. If you want to see something where it starts to really get bad, if we're waiting for the S&P, Standard and Poor's, to release their rating. Um, Things will get real ugly if those go negative as well. I do watch the unemployment rates as well. Not To be honest, I don't think they're super relevant, but at this point, if they're negative, who knows? The more important is earnings and ratings. That's what I use as a solid indicator. Here's a 6-month chart. Doesn't really show too much different than the other, but except for the levels. 1250, below that 1225, the 1265, 1280, 1295, and 1303, and obviously the 20 and the 50. What you can see here, though, what's a little different than, well, this move, that move. This one is close. It's similar. The 20 and the 50, we actually at least traded around it in these areas before we went dropping through. Here as well. Here we didn't. We just came right through it. Similar to this, which caused more selling. It's the same scenario as back here until we get to the 200. Again, we found a bounce. Here we didn't. We just went right through it. That is concerning to me. We'll see how things play out in the long run, but for now I do expect the 1225 level to hold. Also, you can see back here and here, the 20 and the 50 were lower. We've just crossed. We just crossed here on the 20 and the 50. There could be considerable downside here. RSI is oversold, and stochastics, well, we're oversold. There's no other way to look at that. MACD, we have a ways to go, but I don't use that to gauge a trade. The 1225 level, do your own research and look at that. It's a solid level. We get below that, the 1175 is a possibility. But even if the 1225 level were to hold, guys, well, we could easily retest the 200, but it could easily come back down again. So we're nowhere out of the woods. Good days are ahead, though. A bounce is definitely coming. Eventually, we're going to get it. It may not come tomorrow. It may not. Nothing significant actually may come this week, but we should get a decent bounce at some point. We'll see how the markets play out. Here's a daily chart of the ES. This is Tuesday's candle, and presently the after hours on Monday. We didn't bounce at all. Very, 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 very little. We actually haven't touched the previous low, the 1250 level on the S&P. We didn't touch it in the ES yet either in the after hours, and this is where I'm expecting a bounce. It's 1222 in the ES, and we also have a descending trend line. It's logical to expect a bounce here in the next day or two. Do we get back up to here in the next 3 days? By the end of the week, I doubt it. We may just trade in this, forming something like this, forming a base before we start to continue higher or continue on our merry way down. But I do expect a bounce in this level at this point. The 200 for the ES is well above us. It's a bearish chart. Here's an hourly chart of the ES. There's the high a couple weeks back. There's the present low. What I want to point out is this, and this. There's others, but these are super clear short indicators. There's candles on an hourly chart. Do your research. Look these things up. They're super clear. I said I wasn't gonna go short, but I actually did here. This is when they were, well, passing the that debt relief crisis stuff they got going on and all the drama with it. They passed it here, and right after it was all said and done, it tanked. We broke support. Also on an hourly, I actually did trade that, by the way, on a short. Tired of watching them sitting there. They're clear, very clear. We never did. Once we broke below the 200, we never tested it. We're not even close to it at this point. We did. This actually had me interested at one point, but I never got a buy signal. It was a short signal. Anyways, there's nothing great I can show you guys here. It's not a pretty chart. This is the bounce level that I believe could hold us for at least the time being. We'll see. It may carry us higher, and we may just blow through it. I don't think we're going to blow through it, though. I do believe if this doesn't hold the 1250 level, which is 1241, 1242, call it 1242, the previous low, that wick there on the back here, this area is 1242 in the ES. If that doesn't hold, then yeah, the 1225 or 1222 in the ES should we should find a bounce there. Other than that, there's not much else to say. It's a bearish chart. Moody's has released their ratings, and they're going to maintain the AAA rating, which is good. That's positive, very positive news. We need something. S&P, if they do not maintain their rating, I do believe that there's a potential that all hell will break loose here. Friday, there's something with unemployment as well. I know there's something. I'm not sure exactly what the release is, though, for Friday. But anyways, we got some news coming up that could move the market one way or the other. Well, that's the update for the week. Yeah, it's a bearish chart. It's far from being the 2008 drop. It's when you get, I don't know, a dozen candles like this in a row, then we'll talk 2008. But yeah, anyway, that's it. And this doom and gloom stuff, guys, let it go. Don't. Yeah, it. No matter what, we're trading here. We're traders. We take it. That's the game. Be patient. Don't take every trade you think you see in this. Be patient. Be very patient. Again, as always, watch the 20 and the 50 to push the market down till we can start finding some support on these and a reason to go long. That's stay short. Anyways, that's it. The trend line is 1217.50 for the day. That's for, call it 1217 for Wednesday. We hit that in the ES. There's a good chance there's a great chance we bounce. Okay, good luck everybody. Play with stops. Don't be crazy. Play with stops in this. Anything can move this market anyway, one way or the other. All right, good luck.